We also had another kind of design news, and we kind of wanted to dive into the topic of this, but there is a YouTuber. We're talking a lot about YouTube this episode, but his name is Jacob Dawson. He runs this YouTube channel called Myron, and he is a design student, or was a design student, in New Zealand.
He's an industrial design vlogger.
Yeah, that's a much better way to say it.
I don't want to say the Jake Paul of ID.
He's not, for sure not.
Good.
He is definitely a very charismatic but interesting fellow.
Yeah.
He's in a way like taking knowledge from other designers, learning, but also teaching at the same time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is a really interesting thing that, I don't know, I don't think anyone's ever really done it. And then he also, the next video, he went on to say he's going to start his own design studio, which is a whole other level. But
Okay, about that.
the first step was interesting.
My design consultancy. What is happening with that? Well, let me explain. So the main reason for wanting to start the design consultancy was to be able to run sprints. And lo and behold, I landed my first gig. So I just heard back this morning, I'm going to be working for a company called Creative HQ. Basically, they're a company down in Wellington who run agile processes like agile sprints, but they also do a ton of other cool stuff. Anyway, more on that later, but first, I need to show you my timeline for the next few months. So, I'm going to get the job with Creative HQ, and I'm starting on that on Monday, which is the 20th, to the 5th of October. The next step after that, I'm heading off to Amsterdam. Oh, it's going to be so cool. And I'm doing that with World Skills. So, World Skills is the company I worked for a little bit last year who do that amazing skill-based competition. I'm going over again for a big event they're holding there to do some video work, which is amazing. And while I'm there, I'm also going to check out the Dutch Design Week. It just so happens to start the day I finish with World Skills. So perfect timing! Then, after Amsterdam, I have an overseas secret project. Technically can't talk about it yet because it's not fully confirmed. So that, my friends, is my life for the next 4 months. Very busy. Very, very busy. So I want to talk about the job that I just landed with Creative HQ. Now, Creative HQ, what they do is they do a lot of things. They do a lot of agile consultancy, but one of the main things they do is they run a whole lot of programs and a lot of startup incubators. They're kind of trying to nurture the Silicon Valley of New Zealand. That's the best way to describe them. And they're such a cool company. Me word. And what makes them so cool is they run design sprints. But how did I land this job with such a cool company? Well, I actually went about it in quite a different and rather unique way, and I haven't seen many people do this. But what I did is I sent them a video proposal, and I'm going to play that video right now. Hi Stefan and the Creative HQ team, my name is Jacob. I am an industrial design student and a YouTuber of all things, where I make videos about design, because that makes sense. Anyway, the reason for this video. So I recently just came back from an internship in Berlin, where I learnt the design sprint from the best in the business. I was interning for a company called AGN Smart, and they're a design firm that solely do design sprints for the big companies like Google, Netflix, Twitter, those sort of places. And I also learned in person from Jake Knapp, who is the author of the design sprint. So I'm back here in New Zealand for 2 months, and then in mid-October I'm off again to do, which is really cool, but another story. So I've learned design sprints from the best in the business, and over these 2 months I'd really like to have that opportunity to be able to put that learning into practice. And I noticed that Creative HQ is one of the few places in New Zealand who are actually running design sprints on a consistent basis that I know of. Which is weird, but great for you guys. Anyway, I really love what you guys are doing with your initiatives like Lightning Labs, which I almost got into a few years ago, by the way. That's another story as well. Anyway, I would love to be a part of it for the next 2 months, and I really think I could be a big help to you guys. Helping with and running design sprints, but also I'm a YouTuber and I'm really good with the camera, whether in front of it or behind it, and I can make really good videos, and I'm sure I could do that with you. I also have a sizable following on YouTube, so whatever videos I make and post on my YouTube channel, if they're about you, would be great publicity for you guys. Anyway, I would really love the opportunity to talk to you more about how I think I could help. And so if you would like that, just reply to this email and we can get in touch. Otherwise, I will give you guys a quick phone call tomorrow and we'll go from there. Alright, all the best. Oh, you can also check out my YouTube channel if you want to see the kind of videos I make. I think you'll like them. See you guys, and thanks. So, yeah, the video proposal worked really, really well. I'm impressed. They got in contact with me almost straight away, which was amazing, and then the next day the CEO even got in contact with me, which was cool. And I think what a video proposal does, if you come across good over camera, is it shows your personality, which is something text can't convey as well as video. As well as saying, hey, who I am, what I've done, and how I can help, I can also convey the essence of me, if that makes more sense. I really think more people should do video proposals. I don't know, it worked for me. I'm impressed with how it went. Creative HQ were impressed, so I got the job. And I'm so excited. So, the plan from here. It is now Thursday, and I begin next week Monday. So I'm flying down to Wellington on Sunday, and I'm gonna be down there for 7 weeks. So what I'm going to be doing with Creative HQ is I'm going to be sort of helping them with sprints, but I'm also going to be doing a lot of video work for them, which really plays to my strengths. So I highly recommend you guys following them right now, because you're going to see a whole lot of me there. And also they're an incredibly cool company. So, and also if you want to follow that podcast that I featured in, which was very bizarre, I listened to it on my morning run. It was the most cool and very weird experience. Because I listen to a lot of podcasts and it's very strange listening to other people talk about you. But anyway, if you want to check it out, I highly recommend it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's called Minor Details. So yeah, the next few months for me is going to be incredibly full on. And if you want to follow that journey, then definitely subscribe to my channel here. And also, listen to that podcast. It's great. Put a link to it right there. Anyway, all the best. And as always, I'll see you in my next video.